Welcome. This is Zangler, the Tesla Semi Advocate. And it has been exactly 20 days since my last video. More on the complications in flying, but let's just stick to the video today. This is a somewhat restricted video, working through some technical details to get collaborative arrangement again, as has been the case for the last 2.5 years, but there is a lot to look at. One of the first things, okay, so the question is, where is Tesla Semi production? Has it started? I believe that some limited production is underway. Probably calibration, very slow production, but I do believe they have produced one or more semis off of this line. Some of the indications or evidence we have is, one, there was a sign outside of the semi entrance at one semi avenue that parking in the semi lot is no longer allowed. You may know that the LFP factory down the street had the overflow parking was up here, and that is no longer allowed. And you can see by the video that, especially at the beginning of the video, you'll see that there were no cars parked where there usually was, and there used to be a shuttle bus running down to the LFP factory. That's all gone. So we're just going to fly back and forth along the northern perimeter, but you can see all of this these new beams that have been delivered. Very interesting. Interested to know what you think these are. We know that the Tesla Semi line has been shown in videos. And by the way, I saw a video of the Tesla Semi line at the Tesla Collision Center in Reno, and it was fascinating. I think it showed more than we have ever seen. However, I asked the representative there how often it cycles, and she said about every 40 minutes, and I didn't want to wait 40 minutes. So here, look, they're putting these lines in here, painting. I don't know if those are actual bumps for vibration, whatever it's called. There's a 3-letter acronym for vibration, noise, and if you know that acronym, let me know. But what are these? These are some serious beams that are being delivered. Back to my point, I believe one line is in place, but there is a lot of empty space inside the factory. And that empty space is either for another additional line to be built after the first one is dialed in, and or production of the RoboVan or something else, and or production of batteries, 4680 batteries, which are the long-range plan for being put into the new Atlas version. By the way, I ran a poll, and I need to get back to that on X, but the initial version of the Tesla Semi before the refresh was called Arcus, the internal name to Tesla. Anyways, you can see there's a lot of activity still, a lot of POSs, piles of stuff. But those beams are one of the most fascinating things about this, about what we see, as well as the Atlas version parked right there in the top left corner. There's at least one Atlas parked there, and we're going to find out maybe two, and then a shell, what looks like a shell, or a partially disassembled. It looks like it's just the inner shell, and again, that would likely be. You see, it's covered, and the middle Arcus has the hood open, the front open, and possibly missing some sheet metal on the front. It's very interesting. And then there's the inner body. I believe that's just the inner body under wraps over there. So we don't get see a whole lot more. out of deference to Tesla until we can work out a few details. I'm not doing a flyover, and I am legally allowed to, but I'm not to fly over the site as long as I'm above 250 feet. But I'm not going to do that until such time as I've worked through the details with Tesla. And I really don't want to speak too much about it, I'm trying to be respectful, but it wouldn't hurt for this video and other videos to get more views and comments and replies, letting Tesla know how these videos are appreciated. So I'll leave you with some music that sort of represents the mood until we're able to resume our normal flights.